Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know if you guys hear me. Drop it in the comments. Yes, sir. What's going on? Let me go. Let me know if you guys hear me in the comments. Drop it down below, man. You know we got to get it in early. All right, cool. Appreciate that. Mr. Not Nice. What's going on? I appreciate y'all. YR2 in the building. Oh, he got his Mr. Not Nice said, I got my workout in already. That's what's up. Super Bowl Sunday. You got to get it out the way early. It's 8:07 Central Time where I'm at right now in Florida. Sometimes I forget to set my workout on my phone, so I got to get that out the way. See how many calories we can burn today. What's going on, man? Got 15 people in here. So I'm outside today. Yesterday I was in the gym. Did what did I work out yesterday? Chest. Yesterday I was in the gym and I worked out chest and shoulders. Chest and shoulder work. Today I'm gonna do a little bit of back and buys. Bro said, yo, bro, why the truck ports in New Jersey local wants 3 years experience and only paying $27 an hour? That's a good question, bro. I have no idea. How long how long you been trucking? How much experience you got? Nah, I don't be doing muscle ups, man. I used to do them back in the day, and then I hurt my arm. I don't know why, but my arm didn't get right for about 6 months after that. It's probably, I don't know, maybe I didn't stretch enough when I did it, but I never forget that, man. It was my right arm, by the way. After that experience, I stopped doing them. But I probably didn't stretch good enough. So I don't do those no more, man. Oh, 7 years? Oh, you got a lot of experience then, bro. What you doing now, Mr. Not Nice? Y'all watching the Super Bowl today? Let me know in the comments. Let me know who you're going for too, by the way. Just trying to stay active, man. Just trying to stay active at 43. Oh, Eagles. Okay. I don't have a dog in the fight, man. Man, I haven't watched an NFL football game in years. I might watch the Super Bowl today, though. I just started back watching college football, 2 years ago when Dion started coaching Colorado. He the only reason I started back watching college football, just because growing up being a fan of Dion, I'm really just supporting his journey as a head coach for Colorado. So that's the only college football team I really follow. Oh, you drive for Prime over the road? We got 28 people in here. Shout out to y'all. Northeast Regional. Okay. You trying to go local? I was gonna drop a video today. I still might, either today or tomorrow. Seeing some guys say trucking is trash again, so you know, I gotta share my thoughts on that again. I thought we was done with that in 2025, but I see we're not. I already know what I'm gonna talk about, but I may get around to it today. Feel good out here though. How you doing? Good morning. Excuse Core. Excuse Corey Car Media. What's up, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Ah, them pull-ups gonna tell you how strong you really are. I remember when I first started working out, my brother, we was in the gym, he was like, bro, let me see how many pull-ups you could do. Man, I could barely do one pull-up. This was years ago. I could barely do one pull-up, man. The wide grip pull-ups be feeling weird to me. Yeah, man. It's tougher to do the wide grip pull-ups too. Yes, sir. I'm in and out from time to time. You always giving up to that top tier value. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, those wide grip pull-ups do feel weird, but you definitely feel it in your back, man. Help you get that V shape. You want that V shape back. The ladies love the backs too, fellas. Florida looking nice. Yeah, man. Beautiful day. For all the single fellas out there, ladies love the backs. Ladies love arms, chest. Some ladies like legs. I hear people talking about body game now. I never heard anybody say anything about body game until I started getting on YouTube and I see all these videos, guys of different ages. I see older guys talking about body game. I still don't really know exactly what body game is, the true definition. Body game. It sounds like it's just, you know, having a good physique as a man. To all my single fellas out there, I mean, even if you're in a relationship, I will say that, you know, having a nice body, being physically fit, it does make a difference with your partner in terms of physical attraction. Definitely does make a difference. Doesn't mean your partner, you know, isn't going to love you or care about you or, touch you. You still may get those type of things to happen to you. But when you have a fit body, physically attractive, who doesn't like a physically attractive person? Whether you're a nice looking lady or a handsome guy, or whatever the case may be, women like handsome men, attractive men, physically fit men, and us as men, let's be honest, we admire a nice looking lady with a nice body. So physical attraction is important, man. Some people say looks don't matter. I disagree with that. Anytime I've ever dated, I'm happily married. But when I was a single guy, physical attraction was always important to me. If I wasn't physically attracted to the person I was thinking about dating or thinking about approaching, if I'm not physically attracted to you, I'm not going to approach you. I'm not even going to be thinking about a relationship, right? But that's just me. And you feel good, bro. You feel good after your workouts. And D say facts. Good for me said just feel better for sure when fit. For sure. Sure Troy said they like big dogs too. No doubt, for sure. That's a fact. Crispy Crunchy Records. What up though, Anthony? Quick question. Do you guys play fitball? Fitball or football? Cisco had me fit. Yeah, food service gonna get you right for sure. It's guys of all sizes that do food service though. You got bigger guys that do it. They not necessarily in the best shape, but they still out here, doing the work. You also have guys that's actually in shape that do food service. So you see guys and girls. Let me not leave the ladies out of it that do food service. But there are a lot of guys that may not necessarily be physically fit, still out here doing the work. But yeah, food service definitely gonna keep you active. good for me. Does Cisco for PS? Oh, he asking. Yeah, and being fit or more fit shows you care. Definitely, man. Being fit also shows that you have discipline, right? That's a pretty good attribute to have. It shows discipline. When people see a physically fit person, they think discipline. You don't just wake up out of bed and all of a sudden have a good physique. You got to put in work to get there. You got to put in work to transform your body, and a lot of people respect that. So it's obviously a lot of benefits. You know what I mean, to working out. Obviously, health is wealth. So you want to be healthy, right? So exercising definitely helps in that regard. But the physical benefits that you get from working out is also pretty good, right? You look good whether you have clothes on or you don't have clothes on. I'll probably get my wife on at some point and talk about this. But when you're in a relationship, man, I can tell you guys from experience, when you have a decent physique, the touching and the feeling meter goes up. You know what I mean? When your partner is really physically attracted to you, they start touching you a little bit more. You don't have to say anything. My wife liked me walking around the house with no shirt on. I personally like having a shirt on walking around the house, but I may have her on at some point just to talk about that, right? But it feels good, right? It feels good to have a partner that really wants to be around you and touch you, all those sort of things. Oh, all right, so I'm gonna do some bicep work now. Hitting the gym today for sure. It's that motivation. Yeah, man. You're right. Nobody talk about it. I think it's important, man, particularly when you're in a relationship, you know, to not let yourself go. Some people get in relationships and they just stop exercising, stop getting haircuts, stop dressing nice. All those things, man. It's important. Staying on top of your grooming, you know, put a nice outfit together from time to time. Make sure you're going to the dentist, getting your teeth cleaned, right, on a regular basis. Going to the doctor, getting your checkups and your physicals and all those sort of things. Drinking your water. It's important, man. Don't just let yourself go. Sometimes your partner may not even say anything to you if you're in a relationship, but in their mind, they're probably thinking some things. Like, man, might need to exercise. And it's hard to have these type of conversations with your partner when it comes to weight, particularly if you're talking to a woman, because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, or you just don't know how to really communicate that to your partner. But if you already somebody that goes to the gym and you're active or whatever, maybe you can, you know, have a conversation in a way to where it's not offensive, so that they can join along with you in the workout and things of that nature, right? I wouldn't necessarily say you want to force it on them, but and then sometimes if they see you doing it, maybe that may motivate them to. want to work out, right? But just don't let yourself go, man. A big one is stop praying together. I passed through a lot of these comments, so I'm kind of just scrolling up. It looks like some of y'all talking amongst each other. Yeah, sometimes they just don't want to hurt your feelings. Yeah, man, that's true. They don't. So they'll just keep it to themselves. They won't say anything. It's kind of hard to have that conversation, man. That Better You, Better Society channel got some fire meal plans for his truck drivers. Appreciate that plug. Y'all check that out. Yeshua the only way. That's a good plug. Appreciate that. George Charles said, I work out because I can't let no man be stronger than me. I had a question specific for you, Anthony, but the guys helped me out. Oh, okay. He said he can't let no man be stronger than him. Hey, it's always gonna be somebody stronger than you. That's just the reality of it. No matter how strong you think you are, there's always gonna be somebody stronger, somebody that look better, somebody that have more money, all those type of things, man. That's just life. The key is just try to be the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like. Be the best version of yourself. I think I'm just gonna do some little curls on this little barbell right here. I may do some tricep work as well. I miss your comment. I try to go back up. Yeah, man, it's dope out here. I like this little rec center. It's pretty big. Got a lot going on. There's quite a few people out here jogging and walking and stuff like that right now. I'm in Florida, bro. This area always seems low populated. Do more people come out later in the day, or are people just not working out like that? Yeah, more people come out a little later, depending on what day it is. It's Sunday. A lot of people probably at church. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. I try to get out here early though, when it's not too hot. Feel pretty good. It's a nice breeze out here right now. So it's probably about it's probably about 10 people out here right now. Like there's like this sidewalk that just goes all the way around this whole facility. So you got people just, walking and jogging. But I probably seen about 10 people get out here early and get it out the way. They got a basketball court over here, full court. They just they had to, I don't know, repave it or something like that. something was going on with the foundation, so they had to redo it. So they got that blocked off right now, but they got the full court right over here. It's a nice facility, man. Nice facility. Restrooms, all that is just super modern and it's really nice. Yup. No snow. I mean, we had snow this year for sure. A few weeks ago, actually broke a record. I think the most snow we've had in the state of Florida was like 3 inches, and that record was in like 1800 and 1839 or something along those lines. But a few weeks ago, when we had that winter storm come through, some areas around here got up to like 8 inches. That's unheard of where I live. I live in Northwest Florida. It's unheard of. Cardio then some weight training when I get off. Looks like you in a different country with that weather. You meal prep, bro? No, I don't. Bro said, what part of Florida? Too many people watching. I live in Florida. I wish I could, bro. Just got off from a 12-hour shift, third shift. About to eat and get some rest. I got to get back on. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Get your rest, man. That's another part, important part about working out. Getting the adequate amount of rest, though. If you grinding, you working and stuff like that, man, if you tired, you can't do it, you got to get your rest. But even, working out, in order to really get those gains, getting an adequate amount of sleep is important. It's imperative for muscle growth. So what you put in your body, your nutrition, and sleep, very important when it comes to muscle growth. So you got to make sure you stay on top of both of those things. Protein, all that. Are you by the hurricane area when they come around? Usually hurricanes typically come in like down south, more down south. Not to say we haven't experienced some in my area, but typically it's like down south around Tampa, Orlando, places like that. More so down south. I'm in northwest Florida, so that's perfect. You can use whatever you want right away instead of waiting. Yep. Be blessed, everyone. Let's get to this upcoming week. Appreciate that, John. Be blessed, man. Mobile Home Geek says, what's the key to marriage? What's the key to a happy marriage? Or what's the key to marriage? Or what's the key to a healthy marriage? DB, what's up, DB? DB said we had snow last night. Man, y'all have snow every night. That ain't nothing new. You in Philly. Keep that weather where you at. We don't need it down here in the south. Keep that up north. Every time I see you post those videos with all that snow on your truck, I say better you than me. Good for me, said Bill Pro. Takes so much time. Yeah, for sure. Definitely does. That's probably why I don't do it. I need to get my wife to do it. What do you eat throughout the week when working? Snacks, a lot of nuts throughout the week, mixed nuts, fruit, protein shakes, stuff like that. Not always. I still do have my, snacks here and there, unhealthy snacks. Can full body workouts like push ups, squats, dips, mountain climbers, wall sits, and plates be good to tone your body? Yeah, for sure. Yep. All of those things are gonna burn those calories, bro. Yeah, those are those are pretty good workouts. Add some, I mean, if you can add some pull-ups to that routine. If you go to a gym, if you can't do a pull-up on your own, you know, most machines have assisted pull-up machines where they have weights that'll help raise you up. If you starting, your pull-up journey, those definitely help. But you don't need to be in the gym to work out, man. You can work out at home, jogging, or doing push-ups at the house. I do these in my truck to failure, keeping it simple. Ground turkey, mixed vegetables, rice, fruit, boiled eggs, or beef jerky for snacking. That's a nice, good mix. Yep, the mixed veggies, I like that. Boiled eggs, I eat a lot of boiled eggs. I only drink water and zero sugar sodas on weekends. Yo, is that your home gym? No, I'm at a recreation center. Healthy and happy marriage. Yeah, man. Communication is number one. But let me just say this, man. A lot of people like to use the phrase happy wife, happy life. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. People use it. Um, when you're in a marriage, man, it definitely takes two people to make it work. You still have arguments, you still have disagreements with one another. You have all the things that you have that people who aren't married have, man. It's just all about working through those differences and communicating with your partner, right? It's not going to be perfect, man. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to be mad at each other from time to time. You may even have to take a step back, sleep in another room or whatever the case may be to cool off. But a lot of times, man, it's all about communication. And when you're in a situation to where you're having a heated argument with your partner, a lot of times you say things out of emotion, right? You respond out of emotion of how you feeling at the time, and sometimes you may say some things you don't necessarily mean, or sometimes you say some things that you know can just escalate the whole situation and make it worse than what it is. And so I think communication, effective communication, is so important in any relationship, but definitely a marriage. Therapy might be another solution. Me and my wife, we had therapy before. I think it helped, right? We had premarital counseling before we got married, but even during the course of our marriage, we've had therapy sessions, and it's good to have like a mediator, so to speak, in between that doesn't have you know that's not invested in you guys' relationship. Don't know either one of you guys. Is not a family member that could possibly be biased, right? But just somebody that just don't know you guys and suggest certain things that you guys can do to make the relationship better. So I think it all helps, man. But those are some of the things that you are willing to do if you really want the relationship to work, right? Some people just aren't open to certain things. But me personally, I'm open to anything that I think can move the needle forward in the right direction to help the relationship work, the marriage work, right? Me and my wife both, obviously love each other. So I think that's the most important thing, man. But a healthy marriage, healthy relationship, so important. Because if it's unhealthy, man, it can be very, very stressful. And it can actually spill over into other areas of your life when your relationship isn't healthy. Same thing with working a job. If you work a job that you hate and you're miserable at your job, sometimes it can spill over into your relationship, right? And those are just some things that you really want to try to avoid if you can. That's why I say, like, if you're working a job and you're miserable and you hate your job and it's affecting your mental health, I don't know, you may want to find something better. something that a job that you find more enjoyable. That's just my opinion. That may not be the answer, but that's just my opinion. Protein shakes is fire. Oh man, Anthony, I wouldn't think you'd be the guy in love with the full bag for a red 40. Gordon Foods is hiring for a regional position in my area, but I can't get no one on the phone. Um, I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the chat, or not in the chat. Probably after this video, I'll probably put it in the comment section, or email me, bro. Email me. My email info is in the description of my video or of my YouTube channel. Just look at the top of the page and shoot me an email. I'll see if I can get you in contact with somebody. I'm building strength for a pull-up, but I'm in my truck doing these. I do pull-ups inside my truck. You got a pull-up bar or a joy? Take two for sure. Definitely take two. I'm gonna put a low lock inside my Volvo and start when I lose more weight. I started at 353, now 256 in 5 months. That's progress, man. Congrats. Keep that up, man. Sound like you're moving in the right direction with the weight loss. What's your ideal weight? What's the goal? What you trying to get to? That's pretty good. Oh, bro, 5'8". You short, bro. I'm short too, but I'm an inch taller than you. Fine God. There you go. For all the believers out there, what's up? Hey, Arnold. Got a football head. Been supporting the channel for a minute. God is definitely important, but you gotta. I don't want to have a spiritual debate, but you have people that aren't necessarily believers. But I personally do believe that. That's a fact. I believe that. That's facts, bro. It's spiritual. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, for sure. Dope Law says, what do you think is the top 3 food service jobs in 2025 in your opinion? If you was looking for yourself, bro. Top 3 food service jobs. That's a good one. Um, Gordon Food Service for one. That may be a little biased. I like McLean, man. I like McLean. I think McLean is a good company. Um, I say it's a toss up between U.S. Foods and Performance Food Group. Yeah, so I would say those. But let me see, top five. Let's do top five. Top five. I think you got to have GFS in there. Um, U.S. Foods in there, McLean, PFG, and hmm, I think you could throw. I think you could throw Martin Brower in there. You could throw Martin Brower in there. I think those would be my top five. I don't know about the order. I think I said like the first three. Nah, I can't put that one in there, bro. Shout out to all my Cisco guys. I just can't put them in my top five. Uh, you cheating yourself right now, man. You had 10-minute break for workout. Yeah, you're right, man. Let me get back, man. Let me get back. Let me get back. One. Get that work, Birdie. Let's go. Enjoy that work. I appreciate it, Joy. All right, Trill, I'll check it out, man. When I get done with this live. Cisco start off at 33 in Washington. That's not bad. Excuse Corey Card Media, bro. You'll make a good accountability partner. Bro called me out. He absolutely right, though. I did have a long break talking to y'all. You'll make a good accountability partner, bro. I need you over here to work out with me, man. So in the past, I've been a workout partner, right? I still got some homeboys that work out, but we kind of do individual things at this point. But I used to have somebody who I used to go, work out with on a regular basis. And then, we kind of got different schedules and stuff like that now. So we haven't worked out together in a long time. But having a partner, man, it does help you stay consistent with your workouts. If you have a good partner, it definitely helps. But you don't want to be dependent on a partner. And I think sometimes you can be dependent on a partner. Like, so for example, if you have a workout partner and your partner isn't able to make it to the gym with you and work out, does that mean you don't go? For some people, it might, right? So you still want to get a workout in, even if your partner can't make it to the gym and work out. So that's my only thing with a partner. You just never want to be dependent on a partner. It's good to be self-motivated and still get the work in. The ugly truth said just your job alone is a workout. That's a fact. I won't argue with that. I DM you instead, email then saying, all right, bro, appreciate it. I get it. I check it out. Excuse Corey Cartman said, we not too far and I'm in Louisiana. Oh yeah, you up the road? You're not too far at all. A few hours away. A part of my route used to actually be in Louisiana. I was going to Harvey. I had a customer over there in Harvey, not too far from the um, Smoothie King Arena. Not too far from it. You probably know where Harvey, Louisiana is at. You check out the UFC last night? No, I didn't. Some people be lost. Mosaic, yeah. So back buys, I'm probably gonna hit the tries a little bit. So I actually spoke to you in the email months ago about staying here or let me see, moving to Texas. I haven't had no luck with getting a better job. I don't want to waste this year. I may have. Hey, moving might be a blessing, man. I thought about moving to Texas at one point. I heard Texas is pretty decent. I don't know. I kind of thought about Dallas though. I've been to Houston before. Houston was straight. I've heard mixed things about. Actually, I've heard mixed things about Dallas and Houston. So I don't know. Some of my Texans, if you watching this video and you live in Texas, let me know some good places to live in Texas. It'll probably help Corey as well. What's some of the good spots to live in Texas? Marlon Rebel says, "Wow, that's a nice setup at that park with the weights." Yeah, it is. If you got the time, there's nothing wrong with taking your time and working out. Doing it fast can make it boring and not enjoyable, in my opinion. If I'm in the gym, though, I'm not gonna play around. Yeah, fast. You get 2 workouts at food delivery. Daniel, what's going on? Salute. I live in Dallas, but I wouldn't recommend it right now. Appreciate that, Trill. I'll take your advice. George said, I would not want to live in Texas. Why not? Trill said, jobs are super competitive over here. I live in Houston. I don't like it personally because of the weather. I want to move to Nevada. Yeah, I hear about the Houston weather, man. John Tay, hi there from Knoxville, Tennessee. How you doing, Africa? He said Houston, the toilet bowl. Yeah, I heard mixed things about Houston, man. I think jobs are competitive just about anywhere you go nowadays. It's tough out there in the job market. Houston traffic is horrible, severely overpopulated. Yeah, I've heard that too. It's like Atlanta, man. Atlanta, I have a lot of family that live in Atlanta, and I like visiting Atlanta, but I don't think I could live in Atlanta. It's to me it's too overpopulated, and the traffic is just crazy in Atlanta. Crazy in Atlanta. Maybe I don't know, maybe the outskirts of Atlanta or something like that, straight. But when I go to Atlanta, man, I be in and out, man. My brother just got married. He been in Atlanta now for probably about 10 years. All of my dad's side of the family, like all my aunts and uncles on my dad's side, live in Atlanta. Some of them live in Stone Mountain, Georgia, but mainly Atlanta. And I'm telling my brother, I'm like, bro, I don't want to live in Atlanta. It's cool to visit, but y'all can have it. Africa says, I'm a truck driver and I appreciate your channel. I follow your recommendation and start investing. Oh, that's awesome. Investing is the key. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Keep that up. putting your money to work. I love Memphis traffic. It's smooth, right? Just right. CEO says, I got an interview for McLean tomorrow. What can you tell me about them? I don't work for McLean, bro, so I can't really tell you much about McLean. I know I have some McLean drivers that follow the channel and support the channel, but I don't work for them personally. Mr. Not Nice said, bro, 1 million people moved out of NYC and it's still overcrowded and packed like a like a sardine can. I can believe that. And why it's crazy, man. I salute all the truck drivers that drive to NY for whatever reason, especially some of you guys that actually live in New York. I take my hat off to you guys. Vaughn, what's up, Vaughn? Said, just got my CDL. I'm looking into TMC for experience. Get your experience, man. Does TMC only do flatbed? I think TMC only does flatbed, right? They're one of the recruiters that came to my trucking school back when I was in trucking school, recruiting. Joy says TMC a good starter for sure. Anybody in here does LTL? Corey want to know. Bro, say he picked Western Express over TMC because it's closer to Memphis. Worst decision ever. Not getting no miles. I got a comment on the video last night. Somebody said trucking has been trash for over a decade now. Let me know if y'all agree with that. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you agree. Trucking has been trash for over a decade now. How you doing, sir? See, we got the older people in here getting it too. Age don't matter. He over here exercising. Good morning. Glenn, what's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in. Of course, I don't agree, but I may not have much say so. I'm coming up on 2 years experience. Trail choice says what you make it. That's a fact. I know Hey Arnold is responding to somebody else that asked him about LTL. Jonte says, I just got into trucking. I just got my license 5 months ago. So far, it has changed my life. I'm already halfway out of debt. I'm able to save so much money. I just think it's what you make of it. Yep, that's pretty much what it comes down to, man. If you can live below your means, manage your money, save, invest, not spend more than you make, you probably can have a pretty decent life from a financial aspect, right? But when you start buying a lot of things, liabilities, material things, you know, vehicles that you have, high car payments on, or rent or mortgage payments that are high, and just eat away at your monthly budget, it's not gonna feel like you make a lot of money. You always gonna feel like you don't get paid enough or you're not making a lot of money. But when you can manage your finances, have some cushion at the end of the month to where you can save and invest more of your money, you're gonna feel a lot better about your financial situation. Can't beat it. Local trucking job with 3 days off. Yeah, man, that's a pretty good schedule. Trucking money out. What's up, bro? I'm glad you in here, trucking money out. I had somebody recently ask me about McLean. Can you share some information about McLean? They asked me, what do I think about McLean? Trucking Money Al works for McLean. Do you still work for McLean, Trucking Money Al? Or have you moved on from there? I know he was working at McLean, so either way, he can provide some information about McLean. And I think you on the grocery side. I know McLean has a food service side and a grocery side, but any information you can provide about McLean, bro, if you could drop it in the comments. Somebody was asking about McLean, your experience at McLean, what you think about it. Oh, okay. He said just recently went to Domino's. That's what's up. Domino's, another good company. Them guys make really good money as well. How was your experience at McLean, Trucking Money Al? Gerald Troy said we have to have income outside of trucking. Yep, 100%. Because if you're chasing the money, you will never be happy. I agree. Chris, what's up, bro? Salute. Corey said LTI here is less stress on your body compared to food service. I'm just not a fan of starting the day off that late. That's the problem I have with LTL as well. The schedule. LTL is definitely much easier than food service. You're not really doing any work. It's just dropping hook. So of course it's gonna be a lot easier. on your body than food service. So shout out to all the LTL guys, man. You know, in food service, we have what's called, at least at GFS, we call it transit drivers. It means the same thing as LTL for the most part, right? Um, it's just dropping hook, man. You just picking up trailers, bringing it back to the yard. Simple. But those guys, and we also have a girl, shout out to Keisha. Uh, they come in around 5, 6 o'clock p.m. and then they drive, you know, 3 hours to pick up a trailer, and then drive back, 3 hours. So they usually get done, or at least they usually get back to the yard around between 1 and say 2:30 in the morning, somewhere around there, with our trailers. And again, it's just easy work. I mean, it's dropping hook. So if that's something you're interested in, go for it. It's just for me, it's just the schedule, um, and the pay. Bro said, "Look at like Shador." Shout out to Shador, man. Who you think drafting Shador? I don't know. The Raiders looking promising for him. I think they have an interest in him. I don't know who has the first draft pick. I don't keep up with NFL no more, but I think Shador is probably going to be the first quarterback off the board. I mean, it's going to be between him and Cam. It's going to be between him and Cam, but I think it's probably going to be Shador. I like both of them dudes though, man. Really good quarterbacks in my opinion. I think sometimes Shador does hold the ball a little too long though. Colorado finished 9-3 this year. Sometimes them dudes make me want to throw my remote at the TV screen. The offensive line this year was, I still think it was subpar. I mean, it was a little bit better than the year before, but I still think it was mediocre at best. I like some of the players we had on defense. Cam Silman Craig, that dude was a beast. I like Cam. Chidoze was tough. Obviously, Travis, great player. We had some pieces on the defensive side of the ball, but overall, I think them guys definitely should have, could have won at least 10 games. I think the Kansas State game, we should have beat Kansas State. Obviously, we did have half our receiving core go down in the game, get injured. I mean, when you lose Travis, when you lose Omarion Miller went down. Um, who else? Who else went down that game? I think Jimmy Horn was already out. I think Jimmy Horn got hurt early on. I think he got hurt during the first, probably like the first game or second game. But we had 3 receivers go down that game, which was crazy. Should have won that game, or at least could have won that game. Who else? What's the other game? Who was it? Who was it that beat? I think it was Utah. Wasn't it Utah that beat us? We lost to Kansas State. We lost to Kansas, and I think the other loss was I want to say it was I think the other loss was Utah. I think the other loss was Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't stop the run either, man. They used to get me hot with the run. Kansas ran all over us. Mobile quarterbacks gave us a problem too. That's why Kansas State gave us so many problems. Trill said that's yeah, Colorado my team in college football. That's really the only team I follow, and I only follow them because of Dion. Just being a fan of Dion, and so I'm really just supporting his whole movement. I like what he got going on, and I like what he stands for. Trying to help young boys become men. I like the spiritual aspect. Dion just positive person, man. I like that. I like the positivity that he displays. Food service, you'll make money, but the work is not for everybody. P&D was mostly just hitting dots. Some days you'll have lift gate deliveries, but it's nothing compared to food service. Yeah, yep. Food service, definitely a different animal, man. Yeah, P&D, from what I heard, isn't bad. I mean, just going place to place, picking up items, dropping them off. P&D, you do have to go into some crazy spots doing P&D though. Even residential areas. I see some of those ABF freight guys in my area, in my subdivision where I live. So, you know, you never know where you're gonna go in P&D. So you could be going in residential areas and things of that nature. Not saying that's a bad thing, but just saying. Corey says I'm 23. How long y'all think I have before I can't do food service anymore? Well, let me just say, man, you have people doing food service in their 50s and 60s. I don't know if you want to be doing it that long, but and then also too, you never know how long these guys been doing it, right? I think I would say, and I don't know this to be a fact, but I would say for most guys that older, that's in their 50s and 60s and stuff like that doing food service, they probably started early. Most of them probably didn't jump into it in their 50s. Not saying that some of them didn't, but I would venture to say that most of them probably started their careers, early and just happened to still be doing food service. Like I ran into a U.S. Foods driver, a few years ago. He's still out here doing it. He lives, where I live in the same city. But I ran into him on a Navy base one time, and he's still doing it. But I ran into him like personally probably about 3 years ago. He was making a delivery, and at that time he had been doing food service for 22 years, and he was in his 50s, early 50s. Like I said, this was probably about 3 years ago. He said he had been in food service for 22 years. So I mean, that's a long time, man. Which means he started probably in his 30s. I'm 43. I started what almost 6 years ago. So I don't know, man. But it definitely it's definitely a physically demanding job. That's that's a fact. I think it really just depends on the person, man. Trucker money asset food service is always not ramp running too. It's some companies that strictly lift gate. You just have to do your research. Martin Brown, QCD, Papa John's, Domino's, just to name a few. Yep, that's a fact as well. Of course, definitely not that long. You taught me well about the power of investing, man. I just got to apply the knowledge. Yeah, man. Hey, we don't want to be working forever, man. So you got to put your money to work. You 23 years old, bro. Start investing now. By the time you get my age, 20 years from now, you'll be set. You'll be set. That's what I tell my daughter. You're only 2 years older than my daughter. My daughter is 21. I tell her the same thing. Like, start investing as early as possible, man. The earlier you start, the better. You have compound interest on your side. You can really retire relatively young if you start now. Putting your money to work, saving, and investing. That doesn't mean you still don't want to enjoy life, though. I don't want you guys to deprive yourself of having fun, particularly when you're in your 20s, man. You know what I mean? You still want to enjoy life. So just try to find that balance. I think that's the most important thing. Try to find that balance. But the more money you can invest, man, if I had that information when I was your age, I'll be set right now financially. So, and now that I have, the knowledge I have, I try to spread the wisdom to people your age. And it's still some people my age and older that don't invest, right? So, you know, when I listen to the Dave Ramsey show and I hear those older couples come on that said, things like they don't have any retirement and they're in their 60s and 70s and, they don't have any savings and they're just, a lot of them don't have um, high income jobs. Some of them have high income jobs, but they've done a lot of things, made a lot of bad decisions financially. When you hear those stories, man, it really helps you put things into perspective. And for me, it's like, man, I don't want to be in that situation when I get in my 60s and older. So, in order to avoid that, you got to make good decisions with your money now, like while you're young. I think I shared a video recently on the community tab. I want to say it was CBS or somebody like that did a special on retirees, people who are retired, but a lot of them having to get back in the workforce because they don't have enough saved for retirement, so they got to get back out there and try to find a job. So when you hear stories like that, it's unfortunate, but it's also a wake up call, at least to me, and it says, look, this can be your situation if you make bad decisions while you're young. You know what I mean? And so it's all about getting the information, but not only getting the information, but applying the information. If you know what to do and don't do it, you can't blame anybody but yourself. It's the same thing when it comes to, like, trying to be healthy. If you know the things that you should put in your body in order to give you the best chance to, you know, be healthy or be healthier, and you don't do it, then You can't blame anybody but yourself. If your body calls for a banana or an apple and you give it a beer, I mean, at some point it's gonna catch up with you. So it's it really comes down to decision making, man. And we're all human. We all make, bad choices in life, and unfortunately, a lot of times those bad choices catch up with us at some point. So that's just the reality of the situation. Sometimes, it takes a lot of discipline to resist the temptation with a lot of things that we do in life. Oh, all right, I think I'm done. Yeah, no problem, bro. We go back up to some of these comments. I work for Sigma. I work for Sigma, which is also owned by Cisco. We do all chains. We just took all the McLean stores in my area. Okay. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Sigma, man. Shout out to Sigma. I know you guys do the chain restaurants, but for the people in the comments, they may not have been aware. Yeah, bro, say I feel you. I'm not trying to be struggling in my 50s and 60s. Yeah, man. Drunken Money I say I stopped eating meat and sugars for a month, and my body felt much better, and I had more energy. Healthy is the way to go for real. Yeah, man. Some people don't do well because they don't feel well. So you gotta understand. I know we all about chasing money out here. Well, not everybody necessarily about chasing money, but you need money, right? It's something that we all need in order to live the lifestyle that we live. But you can't neglect your health in the process of trying to get money, because what's the point, right? If you're in a hospital bed somewhere because of your health and you can't work because you're unhealthy, how are you gonna make money? So this thing right here, this body, is something that we need to prioritize. And I know it's difficult at times. It's tough. But if we're not physically able to go to work, we can't make money. So it's just one of those things, man. Once you put it all into perspective and you really think about it, you understand how important good health is. A lot of people just in a situation where it's certain jobs that some people can't get because they aren't physically able to do certain jobs, right? So, appreciate your health, understand how important being healthy is. Don't take it for granted. If watching this video right now, bro, like if you woke up this morning, you breathing, you have all your limbs intact, you're not disabled or anything like that, man, you gotta be thankful for that. That's a blessing. A lot of people can't say the same thing. So, man, that's just something that you know I'm definitely thankful for. G. Any Super Bowl plans? Nah, not really. I'm not even sure I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl. I may watch it. If I do, it's gonna be at the crib. Learn along. But damn, man, you getting that workout in. I need to get back at it. Yeah, I'm done. I put in my hours. So trucking money out. Say you right, bro. You gotta prioritize your body first, then the money. I hope that didn't go over nobody's head. That's a fact, man. One day I'm gonna get back in the gym. Make that today. It's 2025. Don't say one day. Don't say one day. And look, you don't have to get in the gym. You see, I'm not in the gym right now. I'm outside. Don't say one day. You're gonna keep putting it off. Don't put out tomorrow what you can do today, man. Start. If you don't start, you're gonna continue to make excuses. We got 24 hours in a day. You can find time. How much time you spend on social media? I'm willing to bet I can find at least 45 minutes to an hour worth of time that you spent on social media, whether it was scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case may be, whatever platform. So we can find the time, man. We just got to make it a priority. And I'm not calling you out, bro. I'm just speaking facts because a lot of people say they don't have time to do certain things. I always believe that the things that you want to do in life, you make it a priority, right? If we want to talk to somebody on the phone, if we want to text somebody, if we want to go, apply for a particular job, if we want to watch the Super Bowl, we're going to prioritize it and we're going to make it happen. So it's just all about the things that you make a priority, you tend to make happen. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm trying to make. So you just gotta do it, man. You just gotta do it. You don't gotta go so hard on the first day to take baby steps. Yep. True. So I'm just not motivated enough. Mm. I heard somebody tell a story one time about this person who had a heart attack, right? And they said the person went to the doctor, had a heart attack, and they say if you have your first heart attack and you survive, you tend to go on to live a longer life. And the reason for that is because that first heart attack was a wake up call. And then you go to the doctor, and the doctor say, unless you change your eating habits, the next one you may not survive. And the person goes on to start making better choices with the foods they eat and the things that they put in their body because they just don't want to have another heart attack. So, you know, you don't want to get to a place to where you get a health scare like that to make you want to change the way you eat or your lifestyle, right? You want to try to avoid that at all costs. Some people have that type of health scare and they don't get a second chance. But when I heard that story, I thought that was deep. If you survive, some people have heart attacks, strokes, and things of that nature, and they don't have a second chance. So you know you want to try to get to a place to where you can avoid that. You just don't you just don't want to be in that situation to where you have that type of health scare. So listen to your body, man. Listen to your body. George said, I think everybody feel like that when they start working out for a while. Got to overcome that. Yeah. I meal prep, but I don't work out, and I do have a worry of dying in this bump. When you get to your truck stops, bro, you know you can just walk around. I don't know what time you get to your truck stops or wherever you may be on the road if you have time. Um, a lot of truck drivers, well, I won't say a lot. You know, I was watching this one truck driver. He had a Planet Fitness membership, right? So, you know, Planet Fitness gyms are pretty much everywhere. And once you're a member, you can go to any Planet Fitness. So I was watching this truck driver, this video where this dude had a Planet Fitness membership and he parked his truck in some parking lot. I don't know. But where he parked, he was able to walk across the street to the Planet Fitness and work out. So again, I mean, you don't necessarily have to go to a gym. I just threw that out there. If you can just walk around truck stops when you have time. I see people all the time at truck stops. They may have a pet with them and they're walking around the parking lot with the pet, right? So, you know, any opportunity you get to get some exercise in, I think will be beneficial to you. Motivation waivers got to be disciplined. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like you don't always feel like working out. That's just what it is. But you just got to push yourself. You definitely don't always feel like working out. A lot of times I feel like just staying in the bed, and sometimes I do. But I try to push myself, man. But once you do it for a period of time, it starts to become a habit. It starts to become routine. But in order for you to make it a routine, you have to be consistent. The stuff's still wet out here. I won't be on here too much longer. My battery died. But I appreciate y'all for tapping here. We got 17 people in. Hit the like button if you haven't already hit the like button. Been on here over an hour so far. I still got my membership. I'm gonna go tomorrow. That's what's up, man. There you go. I'm just gonna say PP. Is that Pidgey potion? I'm gonna say PP. My bad if I mispronounce your name, but it says, but you don't necessarily have to work out hard. It's just about giving your muscles just enough time to rest, but not get weaker. If you stay steady, you'll start growing over time. Yep. Grab salad, so it can't be grab McDonald's. Jonte says, I try to walk every day at the end of my day for 45 minutes to an hour with the weighted vest. Yeah, man, that's good. Let me stop this. I'm tripping. Uh, 684 calories burned today. I don't know if it's a full 600. I won't even say 600. We'll just say 500 because I wasn't working out the entire time, talking and stuff like that. So over 500 calories. I take it. I take it. It's an app called Yuka. It's a food and cosmetic scanner. When you shopping for food, you scan the labels and it tells you if it's good or bad for your body and gives you the ultimate term. Yeah, man, I like that. I got the app on my phone, bro. I got the app on my phone. It's a pretty good app, man. Yep. Yep. That's a pretty good app. Yep. Yeah, I've been had it on my phone for a little minute. Yep, it shows you alternate choices. I be doing it with my deodorant and everything. I be doing it with my deodorant and everything. It'll have an alternate choice right next to it, something a little bit more either healthy or better for you. It's another option. That's a good plug for those that don't know about it. My lady put me on the app. Yep. I can't remember how I found out about it. I think maybe it was from a YouTube video or something like that. I think it was probably from a YouTube video. Bobby Approved got an app similar. Bobby Approved got to make sure you eat almost nothing. I never heard. What's Bobby Approved? I never heard of that. Are y'all watching the Super Bowl? If y'all watching the Super Bowl, who you like? Who you going for? How many Super Bowls is Kansas City gonna win, man? I'm not even on football like that. NFL, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't watched the NFL game in years. All I know is the Pat Mahomes because I hear his name so much. Nah, it's not in it. Yeah, it's hard to go against Mahomes. He's a winner. He know how to win. Yeah, man. That's like Brady. He got that Brady DNA. Somebody got knocked them boys off though. What? There's like and they won like 3 Super Bowls in a row or something like that. At least three, maybe. Man, they going crazy. Trill said, I hope Eagles win. Yeah, I might check it out, man. I might check it out. Bro, say you look like dude from Fresh and Fit. What's some dude's name from Fresh and Fit? I see that podcast every now and then. I mean, I don't really watch it, but I see some of the short videos. I can't remember what's bro name. The dark skinned dude. The dude say Fresh and Fit. What's dude name? What's the dark skinned dude name? Nah, not Myron. I think Myron is light skinned dude. Yeah, Fresh. Yeah, that's dude. Yeah, Fresh. That's wild, bro. I just seen the title of this video. I remember when you hit the big 40. Felt like yesterday. Yeah, man. Hey, time be flying, Al. Time be flying, bro. 43, I'll be 44 this year in November. Don't even feel like it. Time flies. I remember when I was in high school, I used to think time used to go by so slow. But when you get older, bro, the years go by so fast. Years go by so fast now, man, when you get older. You ever put hands on a woman before? Absolutely not. You're a sucker if you put your hands on a woman. That's just my opinion. Uh, yeah, man. Drinking from that fountain of youth, man. The secret of staying young or looking young is to not have a lot of stress in your life, to stay active, and to not do drugs, do a lot of alcohol, all that type of stuff. If you can avoid those things, you probably can, stay looking long or stay looking young, excuse me, longer. Man, I got people who I went to school with. If I showed you guys some pictures, you'll think these people are like 60 years old, man. When you live a rough life, when you partying all the time, you drinking a lot, you doing drugs, and you got a lot of stress in your life through relationships and all that type of stuff, that stuff can age you, man. Deion Sanders, what you look like more. So now that's a comparison where people have told me that I look like Deion. This was back in the day. I remember when I was in a barbershop one time. This was years ago. This is probably about 10, 15 years. Had a few people tell me I look like Deion. Somebody just told me that probably about a month ago. I can't remember where I was at. But yeah, I've had that comparison before. People out here playing soccer. Even though you're 43, do you honestly feel it? I don't, bro. I don't. I hear people all the time. I just heard somebody recently. Um, the dude said he was 40 and he was getting up from a seat or something like that. And he was like, "Oh man, when you get 40, you start feeling all the aches and pains." And I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I don't be feeling some of that stuff that a lot of these people be saying. I think some people be exaggerating sometimes when it comes to the age and stuff like that and what they can and can't do. I embrace my age, bro. That's why I always talk about my age because I embrace it. If you're getting older, it means you're still living. And, you know, if you look relatively decent in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or whatever the case may be, I think it's something to be proud of. So, man, I embrace my age. I embrace it. It's a blessing to me. I say, I'm 31, bro. To make it where you at is a blessing. That's why I'm trying to change my eating habits and keep my body healthy to make it another 31 years. Yeah, man. Hey, you got the right mindset, bro. You definitely got the right mindset. You gonna get there. Remember at one point in time, people didn't make it past the teens. Yeah, man. I remember one point in time when I was younger, when I used to hear people dying, it used to be older people you didn't know. And then as I got older, I hear people dying, and now it's people my age, younger, people in their teens, 20s, 30s. Like times just have changed, man. And, you know, it's getting rough out there too, man. Especially when it comes to the younger generation. You know, a lot of the younger generation is different, bro. Like when I was younger, we loved going outside, playing basketball and football and things of that nature. Um, in the community, man, we used to have so many good games when I was younger, and we played with older guys when I was younger. I mean, we had a basketball goal in my backyard when I was kids. My mom used to hate it because we used to have so many people in our yard playing ball. My cousin lived down the street. He had a full court basketball, you know, uh, court in the back of his yard. I had friends that lived down the road, basketball. We used to, ride go karts and all that type of stuff. We used to have a lot of fun, man. Play video games. Used to be playing tournaments in Super Tecmo Bowl. What y'all know about Super Tecmo Bowl? Tecmo Bowl, NBA Live, like all that type of stuff back in the day. Those was the good old days, man. We used to have a lot of fun playing those type of games. Growing up playing Nintendo and Atari, Mike Tyson Punch Out, Excite Bike, Contra. Y'all don't know nothing about that stuff, man. It's probably before y'all time. Um, Trading cards. That used to be something I used to do when I was younger. I used to trade football, basketball cards. I used to have so many cards, man. Football, I used to collect football and basketball primarily, but I did have some baseball cards too. Um, and I don't know what happened to my cards when I moved out of my mom's house. I had them all in a 3-ring binder. You know, if you ever collected cards before, you used to stick them in the plastic folders. Your real valuable cards, you used to keep them in a hard case. I used to have so many Jordans, Shaquille O'Neal's, just all kind of cards, bro. Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders. Used to have a lot of cards, bro. But that's the stuff we used to do. Nowadays, kids don't really be out playing a lot like that no more. Now it's like video games. They streaming and stuff like that. So, it's different. They still playing video games, but a lot of streaming going on. And then, a lot of the younger generation, they getting into a lot of bad things nowadays. A lot of younger people, back in my day, it used to be, fighting. Dudes not fighting no more, especially not the younger guys. They're not fighting no more. Now it's they pulling out a weapon. So it's just different, man. We living in different times nowadays. So you know, as a married man, I stayed. I just stay to myself, enjoy my family, enjoy my life, and just stay out the way, bro. Just stay out the way and do my thing, and just try to enjoy life, bro. Lorraine said, I'm 40 and never exercised in my life. I can't seem to start. I need to. Yeah, of course, say that's the best way to go. Or that's the best way to be. Yeah, man. That's what I prefer. I'd rather be at the crib with my wife, man. Netflix and chill or going out somewhere. We got a really dope cruise planned for our anniversary this year. So I'm looking forward to that in July. Looking forward to that, man. It'll be my first time on a cruise. My wife has been on a cruise before, but it's gonna be my first time. We going on some cruise called. It's not a Carnival cruise. It's called Utopia something. It's like one of the biggest ships. I was just about to look at this thing, but it's probably gonna end this live. Oceans of Utopia, something like that. I don't know. It's supposed to be one of the biggest cruise ships, I guess. So I'm looking forward to that. We already kind of done, you know, set all that up. So it should be fun. Do you think people should move out of their hometown? I mean, it depends. Are you talking about for for a job or just in general? If you're talking about for a job, if it makes sense, definitely. Go where the opportunity is. If you can afford to move, if you don't have anything, holding you down, holding you back from moving, Yeah, I definitely would say, sometimes you may have to go where opportunities are. D Price, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in. He said, in my case, it would be for a job, but in general as well. There's not much going on where I'm at. Yeah. Oh, you said you was in Louisiana. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Louisiana don't really have too many opportunities. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say so, man. Definitely if you move into a bigger city, um, there tend to be more opportunities when you move to a bigger city. Now, it still can be competitive. Still can be more competitive because you have more people. But appreciate that super chat, D Price. Appreciate you, bro. Corey says I'm a homebody though. I be moving for work and increasing income. Trucking Money Al say Domino's out in Louisiana and just had a hiring event. There you go, right there. Appreciate that plug, Al. Check out Domino's, bro. If you're interested in food service, I know they get paid pretty good money. Yeah, when you like, I don't know. Sometimes it may make sense to move, man, for a job, right? Like Mississippi, I didn't know Mississippi was like one, if not the poorest state in the country. I wasn't aware of that. And I lived in Mississippi for 2 years. Um, I moved over there for a job promotion back in 2015. So I lived there from 2015 to 2017. And I could tell, um, you know, just when you're driving around, I lived in like Jackson, Ridgeland area. So you can tell just based on the environment that it was, wasn't a lot of opportunities out there. A lot of rundown buildings and things of that nature. The road potholes everywhere. Just doesn't. It just didn't seem like they were putting, a lot of money into the city. But even on my route, I'm still in the Mississippi area delivering on my route. And I talked to some of the people that live there, and they say, and there's not a lot of opportunities around here. And they were telling me about the job market in the Mississippi area. It's just there's not a lot of jobs in Mississippi that pay well. So when you live in a state like that, then it may make sense to move outside of the state if you can afford it. Corey said, I go to Jackson quite a bit. My goodness, man. People are always sitting at gas stations. People are always walking. Yeah, man, it's sad. I remember going to a Walmart for the first time. Bro, I was going home like every other weekend. I was driving back to Florida, taking that little 4 hour, 4.5 hour drive, coming back home because, bro, I would just get depressed just driving around the city. It was depressing, bro. I had to get up out of there. I was hitting the road. I'm like, bro, this is just depressing over here, man. Shout out to all my Mississippi people, man. I made um had some good relationships over there, connected with a lot of people over there. Some people still follow me from over there on some certain social media platforms. But Mississippi, and bro, is dangerous over there in Jackson too. Dangerous over there in Jackson. Jackson, Mississippi is dangerous over there, man. So, but every city, well, most cities I would say have their pockets. Whereas, crime ridden, a lot of crime, definitely a lot of crime over there in Jackson, for sure. I mean, it's bad over there, man. You still gunshots all the time at night. Bad over there in Jackson, bro. Yep. D Price says TDI. Well, let me see. Marion Hendricks says TDI school is good. Yeah, I went to TDI, Truck Driving Institute. Yep. I had a pretty good experience at TDI, man. I would definitely recommend it. D Price says usually the cost of living is also low in places like that. Yep, that's true. Yep. Crazy that Jackson is a state cap. Yeah, for sure. It is wild, bro. Envy Rob says, I think your content is great and I appreciate the info on the differences on certain jobs and opportunities. God bless and have a great day. Greetings from Houston. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that, Envy. I appreciate the support, man. God bless. Thanks for tapping in. When I do retire, I'm considering leaving America. What are you thinking about going? I hear a lot of people talk about leaving America. I get it. I mean, do it. Definitely do what you got to do, or do what you feel is best for you. Um, a lot of people talk about leaving America, man. Me personally, I think we live in the best country in the world, and I personally wouldn't want to live anywhere else. It's definitely not perfect. I mean, we have our issues in this country, but man, as far as opportunities, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But a lot of people, move out the country, and I run across YouTube videos from time to time where people have moved out and moved to different places for various reasons. A lot of people, what they call them, passport bros, and they move out for women. They go to other countries for the women, Brazil or places like that. Colombia. I've been to Colombia. Colombia was cool. Colombia was cool. I went to Medellin, Colombia, back in 2019. It was cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there, but it was cool. Only thing about going out of the country, if you like for example, Colombia, they speak Spanish, so you know, um, if you know how to speak Spanish, the experience would be a lot better. But just know when you communicate, a lot of people may not, speak English over there. So you got to pull out your phone and translate certain things. And that's another thing that I kind of be concerned about to a certain degree. Going to different countries, if you don't speak the language and you don't know what they saying, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful, man. That's the only thing at least one of the things I think about sometimes when I'm going to different countries. I remember we took a Uber to the spot I needed to go to, and the Uber driver, he was semi bilingual. He spoke a little bit of English, but I knew about 3 or 4 words in Spanish. And he was like, "Oh, you speak Espanol?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. I just know a few words." I'm like, "Nope." Not sure yet. I don't hate or dislike America. Just to see what's out there. Yeah, man, it's a big world, bro. Yep, it's a big world. Nothing wrong with that, bro. Well, man, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I didn't plan on being on this long, but appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. If you watch the Super Bowl, enjoy. And I'll probably tap back in next Saturday or Sunday, man. Y'all be safe. All right, Corey. I got you, Corey. I'm gonna stay locked in, bro. Y'all be safe, man. God bless.